Hey guys, it's GameFace and welcome back to episode 3 of my Dortmund career mode. Now in today's episode we're hopefully going to be getting to the first league game of the season, and we might well be able to get our first 3 points of the season, but before then we've got about a month and maybe even a month and a half to get through of just the transfer window. No other games until the 28th of August I think it is. We've got a few transfers to sort out there before then, hopefully try and sign Sewell if we can. We've got Cagliari coming back, and this is a bid that they're trying to put in to sign Ramos. Very random amount, just over 8 million, don't know why they've bid that amount, but we are trying to look to get rid of him if we can, to bring in a new striker. But I've also got to bear in mind we've got Emery Moore as well, which I'm going to try and get into the team this season. So before we get too far into things, if we could go ahead and hit 30 likes on this video, that'd be really appreciated. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well, that's absolutely fantastic. And yes, let's, I think, counter offer 10 million for him. I don't really want to get rid of him for just over 8 million. I don't think they have that sort of money, but we'll wait and see what they say when they come back to us. Liverpool asking for 1.7 million for their youngster. We'll try and get him in for 1.5. The reason, again, why I'm trying to sign this youngster, 17 years old, is because as part of the objectives that the board give you have to sign like 3 players under 20 years old that are supposed to be better than the current youngsters that you've got. So that's the reason why I'm trying to sign him, but still a little while before we can get Sewell, I think, unless actually if we change around the budget we might be able to sign him now. No, still got to wait until we get rid of someone, I think, to sign Sewell. We are just 7 grand off the wage budget basically as part of that deal. We will be getting rid of Subotic as part of it as well, but we still need to try and get another striker. Ramos hopefully on the way out, maybe as part of a deal to sign a different striker. I'm trying to find a young-ish striker so it doesn't massively affect Emery Moore, who are obviously trying to get into their first team as much as possible, but I'm at the moment struggling to find one, so I've had to look at more senior strikers. As you can see here, Raphael, one that I'm looking at, 82 overall, looks pretty good, and Stindl as well, another player, 81 overall, also a player that looks pretty decent. I'm not really too sure which I should sign, if any of them, to be honest. Again, looking at some more youngsters. Sadly, this guy's on loan from Real Madrid, so won't be able to sign him, but he might be one that we look at in the future. But at the moment, struggling slightly to find a replacement for him. I want it to be quite realistic. I know a few people suggesting I sign Iheanacho, but I just don't know whether that's a particularly realistic signing for this career mode, so I might leave that one for now. But Arsenal have come in for Socrates, don't know why, because I'm pretty sure they've already signed another centre-back on this career mode, as well as obviously having Mustafi as well. £24 million, not interested in getting rid of Socrates though at the moment, so we'll just reject all offers. Liverpool coming back and saying they think the sum is too low, but we believe he's worth more than that. Well, I put in a bid of 1.5, they wanted 1.7, so I'm not that far off, I don't think. We'll give him 1.6 and hope that they finally accept it. He's only got 1 year left on his contract, so he should really have been able to get him on the cheap, but doesn't seem to be the case. Cagliari coming back and saying again they're not willing to pay anymore, so we're just going to reject that offer and try and get rid of Ramos in some other deal, I think. Okay, we've got a scout report back on another youngster I've been looking at from Athletic Bilbao. Sadly, I was struggling to find some from the German league, so I've looked for a young striker elsewhere. This guy is obviously Spanish from La Liga. Potentially one that we go for. It doesn't look fantastic, but at 18 years old, it's not too bad really to be 66 overall. I think Emery Moore's 19 and 64 overall, I think, so there'll be obviously quite a decent amount of competition between those two, but I'm pretty sure Moore can also play out wide as well, so maybe that's where he's more likely to play. We might put in a bid for this guy though. Oh, okay, no, we won't put in a bid for him because he recently moved, so that does not help us out. Okay, let's do some more player development. We'll go with the exact same 5 players that we've been doing for the last few episodes. Hopefully get Emery Moore going up a little bit here. It seemed like he should do, but just his attacking position's gone up there to 58 overall. He moves closer though to 65, but we do have Marino going up there to 77 overall. He should hopefully get in the team a bit as well this season. Quite a lot of competition in midfield, but hopefully we can get him into the side. We're actually going to have to redo the offer because obviously it's run out now, it's expired, that offer that we did to try and sign Sewell, so we'll have to redo that one in a second, but we will have a look at this deal now. Liverpool coming back to us and saying they've accepted the offer, 1.6 million. We'll have to change around the wage budget though, because he's wanting 25 grand a week. Okay, so we'll redo the deal for Sewell first of all and offer him a lower contract than what we offered him before. I think we just offered him 50 grand, but obviously we can't afford to pay that right now, so I'm going to give it a go at 43 grand a week. It's still obviously nearly 10 grand that it's gone up by, so I'm sure I'll be okay with it, but you never know, he might come back and ask for the full 50. We're going to first team player as well, obviously, but now we need to put in a contract offer to sign that other youngster, but that again means we're going to have to change around the budget, which might mean that we won't be able to sign either of those two, to be honest. Okay, we'll go with a 5-year deal. We'll go future first team player as well, just because I think I will actually play him quite a bit, I think, in some of the cup games when I rotate the sides, but I don't want to give him a bigger role than what I can really promise to him, so we'll just go ahead with that, I think, for now. Hopefully come back and see what Sewell says. Has he agreed? He actually has agreed. I'm surprised, to be honest. I thought it would be after the full 50. He hasn't. Now I need to change the budget again in order to sign him properly. Okay, there we go. We can accept the offer now. Obviously, Subotic was on a similar sort of amount of wage by the looks of it, so they both cancel each other out. We do have a few more scout reports back, this time in Iheanacho. I thought I'd scout him. 74 overall. Very fast, obviously. Very good, I imagine, in-game. But one that I'm, again, a little bit reluctant to put in a bid for because maybe it's not quite as realistic as I was after, but still very young. He is less than 20 years old, so maybe that is one that we might be forced to try and get in. We might start with a bid for him, maybe just a straight trade deal with Ramos. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We can't really afford to give them much more at the moment, so we'll just go with a £7 million bid through Ramos, who is obviously worth £7 million. Iheanacho is worth a little bit less, so maybe they'll accept it, Man City, although I'm sure they'll be reluctant to get rid of him. Okay, so Sewell comes into the team now, 81 overall, looks really good for us, strength 93 there, that's fantastic, and marking looks pretty good, standing tackle, all that sort of thing. Obviously 6'5", 20 years old, looks like a really good player for us. I wanted to make sure we had plenty of centre-backs because if we wanted to compete with some of the bigger teams, I think we do need quite a big squad this year. Also, that means that Sven Bender will play as a CDM, I would imagine, rather than a centre-back this season. Speaking of Sven Bender, we've actually got a bid in for him, 19.5 million from Everton. Wow, okay, that's actually a little bit more than I was expecting. That might make me think about possibly getting rid of him, although I am a little bit reluctant because he is obviously quite clearly a Dortmund player that a lot of people like, I think. So I would be reluctant to get rid of him, but if they put in a bid, maybe 27.5, I don't think I can really turn that down. Okay, good news that Trent Alexander-Arnold has accepted the 25 grand a week contract. Bad news that we don't have enough money to sign him yet. Man City have come back and said they're not interested in Ramos as part of the deal to sign Iheanacho, so sadly that deal will be probably stopping there, to be honest. We'll have to wait until we get some more money in. Okay, I've got my first monthly scouting update back. I can't remember whether I did show you the fact I brought in some scouts or not. I might well have done that in the first episode, but basically this is the first set of scout reports I've ever had on FIFA 17, so it does look a little bit different to me, and we don't really get a particularly good understanding of what sort of overall they are going to be, so it's difficult to know whether these guys are going to be any good. I think we'll just leave them, to be honest, for this month and see how they get on going into next month. Everton have come back and said they'll pay 25.5 million for Sven Bender. He's just gone up to 83 overall, I think, there as well. I'm pretty sure he was 82 before. So I don't know what to do with him. I really would want to keep him as a CDM, but I don't know whether I should. Okay, the final counter offer, 27 million. If they match it, they can have. And the reason why I'm going to do this is because his passing isn't as great as I thought. I thought he was quite a good passer with the ball, to be honest. I've just quickly checked his stats, and it's not quite as impressive as I thought. The main thing, though, that is quite good about him is his standing and side tackle. They were very good, but he's also injury prone as well. So if we can get 27 million for him, I'd be quite happy with that. But obviously it wasn't ideal getting rid of him. We do need to try and bring in some new players though, so I do need some money from somewhere. Maybe that's going to be him that's going to give us the money. More player drills this week, hopefully get some players going up. It looks like Emery Moore's gone up by himself, to be honest, to 65 overall during the week. Also 3 of his attributes going up there, which is very good. A couple of other players had, I think, 1 or 2 attributes there going up as well. But Emery Moore's the player that I'm really trying to get into the first team as quickly as possible. And obviously going up in overall is going to definitely help him get into the first team. Okay, some transfer offers in now, one of which is for one of our youngsters. No idea what team this is, to be honest. Never heard of them. Don't know what country they're from or anything like that, but we are going to accept it. We'll send him out on loan to wherever that is for a year. And we've also got another bid coming in for Park Jo-ho from Chievo Verona. But I think we'll go ahead with that one. We'll counter offer. I'm pretty sure he has been transfer listed. I'll ask for 2.7 million and hopefully get some money in for him. Everton have come back and said they'll match the deal and go ahead with it, the £27 million. So we will be seeing Sven Bender probably leave us now, sadly. Not ideal, obviously. I think many people would want me to keep him. But for 27 million, and I'm trying to get in, Iheanacho, Trent Alexander-Arnold, I think I did need some money from somewhere. So sadly, it's going to have to be Sven Bender that's going to have to make way because we needed the money, basically. Transfer offers come in again for Sven Bender, this time from Leicester. We're just going to ask for the exact same amount. In fact, we'll ask for 27.5 if they want them. Another transfer offer in, this time for Shinji Kagawa, 24.5 million. I don't think I've got any interest whatsoever in letting him go yet, or at all, to be honest. Don't really want to get rid of him. I don't want to get rid of the whole squad depth that we've got going on at the moment. So we've got rid of one big player, and that's really all I'm going to plan on doing, to be honest, in terms of the big players that we have at the club. We've also got to put in another bid for Iheanacho and also the Liverpool youngster as well, because those have expired now. To be able to do that, though, we'll have to wait until we get some money in. So we've got actually a deal matched here. 2.7 million this time round has been matched, so he will be on the way out, one of our left backs. We had too many left backs, so I really had to get rid of one of them. Okay, so more play drills, the exact same 5 players again, desperate to try and get these going up as quickly as possible, so we can get loads of them into the starting 11. Dembele's gone up there and his ball control, that's good. Stamina's gone up there. Weigl's standing tackle, I think, also went up as well, so not too bad. We do have a player sold. It appears that's going to be Sven Bender. We'll get 3 million of that, which isn't too bad. Now we can put in a bid for Iheanacho, and I think we'll give them maybe 4 million as well as Ramos. So we've come back to this deal now for Trent. We will try and sign him if we can. I'm assuming he'll just accept the same contract that we gave him before. Yes, he has done. He signed him for 1.6 million. That's another under 20-year-old. Hopefully means that we get closer to our objective. 68 overall, not fantastic obviously, but he's 17, so that's pretty decent. We'll take that. Like I say, hopefully that adds to our objective, and maybe we've signed 2 of the 3 now if they're happy with him. Does seem like they are happy with him. We just need to try and sign 1 more. That might have to be done though, I think, maybe in January. Another player sold, our left back has gone. We get 2 million of that, which isn't too bad. Man City going back and saying they're not interested in the player again. Ramos will not be part of the deal by the looks of it. We'll just have to go with maybe an £8 million bid. Man City have accepted the £8 million bid. We'll match the 60 grand a week. Asking, we'll go for a 5-year deal, I think, as well. And I think squad rotational play is going to be fair enough. Hopefully Iheanacho accepts that so we can sign him up. Okay, this week, we've actually got Dembele going up in the player drills we did. He's gone up to 78 overall. That's quite good for us. Hopefully he'll get plenty of first team games for us in this series that we've got going, because a lot of you guys did mention that in the comments of the previous video that I must start Dembele as much as possible, which is obviously what I'm going to try and do if I can. Iheanacho has accepted the contract, so he signs for 8 million. I think that's a decent replacement for Ramos. Obviously we've got to sell him separately now, because I don't want Ramos at the club as well, especially... Oh, wait, we've got a great job with our youth programme. I completely forgot about that, actually. We will have now done all 3 of those youth players and signed them up, which is good news. So the board will be happy about that, and that is one of the objectives already complete. Transfer offer in for one of our young centre-backs, 17 years old, 55 overall. It's Crew Alexander that have come in for a 2-year loan deal. We're happy to let him go for that. We can always recall him at any time if he does suddenly go up to a ridiculous overall, which I can't see, but you never know, it may happen. Now let's move on to the game against Mainz. I believe we won't have any more emails before then, but you never know. We might have another transfer offer coming in. It doesn't seem that way, so let's decide now on the team that we'll use to play against Mainz. Okay, this is the team I'm going to go with, I think. We've got Horn in goal. We've obviously got Piszczek at right back. Tau will start alongside Socrates at centre back. Durham comes in at left back instead of Schmelz. So just thought I'd mix it up a little bit because it is one of the lesser teams, I think, Mainz in the Bundesliga. So I think we'll go with a slightly weaker team. But there's still obviously a lot of good players in attack. We've got Weigl alongside Castro in midfield. Dembele starts on the right with Goetze down the middle with Royce on the left. Aubameyang then up front. So this is the bench I've gone with. Quite a, not weak bench, but a young bench, definitely. We've got Bartra on there, obviously Guerrero, Marino. We've obviously got Kagawa, Lonzano, Iheanacho, and more. So hopefully give them some of those players a go. More being one of them that I want to try and get going if we can. A few players do miss out here. Andre Schürrle, one of the bigger names in that list. So let's crack on with the game, hopefully get ourselves 3 points. Okay, here we go. A few debuts here, obviously, for different players. One of which being Tau. He signed for 18 million. Quite a big signing for us here. 6'4" as well, so he is quite literally a big signing. Hopefully gets on in this game and does quite well. We've obviously got a lot of different centre-back options, so if it doesn't go quite so well, then we will be able to replace him if we need to. But we need to get a couple of goals as well. Aubameyang obviously looking to try and score with him as quickly as possible, and maybe have ourselves a bit of a thrashing, I hope, against Mainz to kick the season off. Oh my days. No, that's not just happened, is it? 3 minutes in. Oh no. I've tried to play it back to the keeper. Like, what else can I do there? I mean, that's gone back to the keeper, that one. Not the greatest pass he'll ever see, but I just expect him to maybe react or try and stop it from going in. But he hasn't. He's let it go in his goal, and it's 1-0, an own goal from Socrates. 4 minutes in. Fantastic start. Weigl looking through to Aubameyang. It's a great chance for him. Maybe gonna have to look across here again. Goetze straight at the keeper. Not a great finish on his left foot. I was tempted to shoot with Aubameyang, to be honest, but I thought we were maybe going a bit too far out wide for his left foot there. Okay, it's half-time, still losing the game 1-0, no idea how we're losing the match. I don't know whether we should be winning, but it certainly should be a draw. It's not been the greatest first half you'll ever see, not too many chances for either team. Need to get back into the game as quickly as possible though, because at the moment we're losing the first match of the season. Okay, some changes now. I'm going to make all 3 changes. Iheanacho's going to come on. Moore will also come on as well. And Lozano will come on as my 3rd sub. These are the players I'm taking off. Having to take off some quite big names. Royce, Dembele, and obviously Goetze as well. So it's going to be difficult, but hopefully with 30 minutes left, those youngsters can come on and maybe get us a couple of goals, because we need to win the match, not just draw it. Dembele still on the pitch here, looking to play it across to Aubameyang. Can he finish it off the post? How unlucky can we get? Still waiting to make the changes. This should happen pretty soon though. Okay, the changes have been made now, and more through to Castro. Castro going to play it back to Aubameyang. Oh my days, he's got to score that. Well, that's not even a finish, what is it? Aubameyang through to Iheanacho. It's a good early chance for him. Can he slot this home? Iheanacho, he has done 1-1, kept his cool and scored with 15 minutes to go. Iheanacho on his debut, off the bench as well, and he might well have rescued us a point, but we need another goal. One point is not enough, we need 3 here. Decent finish here from him. Just a nice left-footed slot past the keeper. Good signing already for us. Emre Moore winning it back here, it's a good little move. Gets brought down, that's going to be a penalty, surely it was in the box. He might have given a free kick though. To me that looked to be right on the edge of the box. Maybe on the line, probably should have been a penalty. It's not though, it's going to be a free kick. Aubameyang, I'm not fantastic at free kicks, to be honest. Do we have anyone that's a little bit better than Aubameyang? Castro might well be our best taker. Not great, with him only having 75 free kick accuracy. Can we get it up and over the wall here with Castro? No, we can't. No, we can't get it up and over the wall. Terrible. 5 minutes left. We need a goal here. We really do need to get a goal. Lozano's going to play it inside here to Castro. We're going to look to Emre Moore. He needs a little bit of support. Oh, couldn't find the pass to Aubameyang's feet. 3 minutes added on. Actually, a chance here for Mainz to try and get on the score sheet again. Got themselves a corner. Need to just clear this one as quickly as possible. It's a free header. Don't know how he's been managed that. Go on, get it out. Maybe try the counter-attack now with Aubameyang. If he can win it back. No, he couldn't. Oh, one back by Castro, though. No, it's not a foul, is that? Wait, is that it? No, you can't blow your whistle there. That can't be in 3 minutes either. Oh, that's frustrating. Only a point in the first league game of the season. Disappointing, but obviously I'm still trying to get used to the way the team plays and that sort of thing. I've not played loads of matches on FIFA 17 yet either, but to concede an own goal after 4 minutes didn't really help ourselves out there. Still deciding on the first team as well and that sort of thing, made quite a lot of changes, so even though it's only a point, I'm sure we'll get many wins to come in the next few games once I've decided properly on the team. Some good performances though from a lot of different players. Iheanacho obviously rescued us a point. I thought Moore looks quite good on the right hand side, although didn't maybe get as much time as he probably should have on the pitch, so maybe we'll play him later. Maybe next episode is when we'll play Emre Moore properly. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything for this episode. We'll just see the rest of the game, rest of the transfer window out now, and see whether we get any more transfer offers. We actually have got one more in from Rotherham, of all places. So yeah, we'll pretty much just ask for exactly what he's worth, just the 475 grand. He is one of the players that's transfer listed. Obviously won't get much use now. We've got in some more youngsters that are better than him. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything for the episode. Thank you all for watching. If we could go ahead and hit 30 likes on this video, that'd be really appreciated. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And yes, this is the final counter offer I'll put in before we end things here. 9.5 million, Hamburg after him. We'll find out whether he does join them in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.